So now we are going to discuss some problems related to X-ray diffraction using reciprocal lattice. Two-dimensional lattice has base vectors A equal to 2i cap and B equal to I plus 2j cap. Find the reciprocal lattice vectors. We have two-dimensional lattice and we assume that the third vector C is parallel to the z-axis, then C equal to k cap. So we know the equation for reciprocal lattice vectors A equal to B cross C divided by A dot B cross C and B equal to C cross A divided by B dot C cross A. So what is B cross C? I plus 2j cross K. So I cross K is minus j and 2j cross K is plus 2i. Then A dot B cross C is equals to 2i dot 2i minus j. So 2i dot 2i is 4 and I dot j will become 0. Similarly, C cross A is equals to K cross 2i, which is equals to 2j. Then B dot C cross A is equal to I plus 2j dot 2j. I dot j is 0 and 2j dot 2j will become 4. Then vector A is equal to 2i minus j divided by 4, which is equal to half I cap minus 1 by 4 j cap, and B is equal to 2j divided by 4, which is equal to half j. Next question, determine the angle through which an X-ray of wavelength 0.44 angstrom be reflected from the cube face of a rock salt crystal. The interplanar distance is given as d is equals to 2.814 angstrom. So lambda is given 0.44 angstrom and the d is equal to 2.814 angstrom. From Bragg's law, we know that n lambda equal to 2d sin theta, or theta is equal to sin inverse n lambda divided by 2d. So for theta 1, n will be equal to 1. For theta 2, n will be equal to 2. For theta 3, n will be equal to 3 and so on. So theta 1 equal to sin inverse 1 lambda divided by 2d, which is equal to sin inverse, substituting the value for lambda 0.44 divided by 2d. 2 into 2.814 gives 5.628. So sin inverse of this term is equal to 0.0782, which is equal to 4 degree 29 minutes. Similarly, theta 2 is equal to sin inverse 2 lambda by 2d, which is equal to sin inverse 2 into this term. So 2 into 0.782, which is equal to 0.1564, which is equal to 8 degree 59 minutes. Then theta 3 is equal to sin inverse 3 lambda by 2d, which is equal to sin inverse 3 into 0.0782, which is equal to 0.2346, that is 13 degree 34 minutes. Similarly, theta 4 is equal to sin inverse 4 lambda by 2d, which is equal to sin inverse 4 into 0.0782, which is equal to 0.3128, which is equal to 18 degree 13 minutes. Theta 5 equal to sin inverse 5 lambda by 2d, that's equal to sin inverse of 5 into 0.0782, that is 23 degree. Hence the reflected beam at the angles 4 degree 29 minutes, 8 degree 59 minutes, 13 degree 34 minutes, 18 degree 13 minutes and 23 degree etc. So similarly we can find for theta 6, theta 7 etc. Consider a hexagonal lattice with base vectors as shown in the figure below. If the lattice spacing is A equal to 1, then the reciprocal lattice vectors are. So here it is given that the lattice spacing A equal to 1 and the reciprocal lattice vectors we have to find. So redrawing this figure, we know that each angle of a hexagon is equal to 120 degree. Okay, so in this triangle, if this is 120 degree, then the other two angles will be 30 degree each. Similarly, in this triangle also, if this is 120 degree, the other two angles will be 30 degree. So vector a1 can be split into two components. One is x component a1 cos 30 and another one is y component a1 sin 30. And a2 is the vector along the y direction only. So we can write a1 as a1 is equals to a1 cos 30 x cap plus a1 sin 30 y cap, which is equal to a cos 30 degree x cap plus a sin 30 degree y cap. So a is equal to 1, then this is equal to cos 30 degree x cap plus sin 30 degree y cap, which is equal to root 3 by 2 x cap plus half y cap. Similarly, a2 is equal to a y cap. So a2 is only along the y direction, so this is equal to y cap, and a3 is equal to a z cap, which is equal to z. So here the a3 is not given, so we assume that a3 is along the z direction. So now the equation to find the reciprocal lattice vectors b1 is equal to 2 pi into a2 cross a3 divided by a1 dot a2 cross a3, and b2 is equal to 2 pi into a3 cross a1 divided by a2 dot a3 cross a1. Now we have to find what is a2 cross a3 and all. So we can find a2 cross a3 is equal to x cap and a3 cross a1 is equal to root 3 by 2 y cap minus half x cap. Then a1 dot a2 cross a3 is equal to root 3 by 2 x cap plus half y cap dot x cap, which is equal to x cap and x cap will be 1 and we get root 3 by 2. Similarly, a2 dot a3 cross a1 is equal to y cap dot root 3 by 2 y cap minus half x cap. Here also y cap dot y cap will become 1. So we get root 3 by 2. Now substituting these values in this equation, we get 2 pi into x cap divided by root 3 by 2, which is equal to 4 pi by root 3 x cap. And b2 is equals to 2 pi into root 3 by 2 y cap minus half x cap divided by root 3 by 2, which is equals to y cap minus x cap by root 3. Fourth question. A narrow beam of X-rays with wavelength 1.5 angstrom is reflected from an ionic crystal with an FCC lattice structure with a density of 3.32 gram per centimeter cube. The molecular weight is given by 108 AMU, where 1 AMU is equal to 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 24 gram. The sign of angle corresponding to the plane 1, is. So we know, in order to find density, rho is equal to Zm by A cube Na, where Z is the number of atoms. So here it is FCC lattice. So we know that the number of atoms Z is equal to 4. So we have to find A cube. So A cube is equal to Zm by rho Na. M is the molecular weight. So Z equal to 4. So 4 into 108 divided by density is given as 3.32 into Avogadro number, that is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. So this gives 216.08 into 10 raised to minus 24 centimeter cube. So this is A cube. So we have to find A. So A is equal to cube root of this, that is 6 into 10 raised to minus 8 centimeter. So we can convert this into meter. 6 into 10 raised to minus 10 meter, which is equal to 6 angstrom. So we have to find DHKL, and DHKL is equal to A by root of h square plus k square plus L square. So here the Miller indices is given as 1, 1, 1. So h is 1, k is 1 and L is also 1. So we can write A by 1 square plus 1 square plus 1 square whole raised to half, which is equal to A by root 3. So we get DHKL. Then from Bragg's law we know that n lambda equal to 2d sin theta. So here we take n is equal to 1, that is the first order. So we get lambda equal to 2d sin theta. So we can find sin theta from this. Sin theta 111 equal to lambda by 2d 111. So which is equal to 1.5 angstrom, lambda is given, into root 3 divided by 2 into 6, which is equal to root 3 by 8. Fifth question. An X-ray beam of wavelength 1.54 angstrom is diffracted from the 110 plane of a solid with a cubic lattice constant 3.08 angstrom. The first order Bragg diffraction occurs at. So it is first order Bragg diffraction. So n will be equal to 1. So the expression for Bragg's law is n lambda equal to 2d sin theta, where d is the interplanar spacing defined for cubic lattice of lattice constant A. So lattice constant A is also given. So A is equal to 3.08 angstrom. So we can write D equal to A by root of h square plus k square plus L square. So from the Bragg's law, we can find sin theta equal to lambda by 2D. Okay, so we substitute the value of D in this equation. So we get lambda by 2A into root of h square plus k square plus L square. So which is equal to lambda is given as 1.54, 2 into A. A is 3.08 into h square plus k square plus L square. H is 1, k is 1 and L is 0. So we get 1 square plus 1 square plus 0 square, which is equal to root 2. So this we get 1 by 2 root 2. So theta will be equal to, so this is sin theta. So theta will be equal to sin inverse of 1 by 2 root 2. Sixth question. A metal with BCC structure shows the first diffraction peak at Bragg's angle theta equal to 30 degree. The wavelength of X-rays used is 2.1 angstrom. The volume of unit cell is. So we know that it is given lambda equal to 2.1 angstrom. Theta is equal to 30 degree and n is equal to 1. So from the Bragg's equation, n lambda equal to 2d sin theta. So n is equal to 1. So lambda equal to 2d sin theta. Substitute the value of lambda, 2.1 equal to 2d sin theta. So here the theta is 30 degree. So sin 30 degree will be half. So 2 into d into half means we get d equal to 2.1. First diffraction peak for BCC is 100. So we have d equal to A by h square plus k square plus L square. So h is 1, k and L is 0. So 1 square plus 0 square plus 0 square gives, raised to half gives 1. So root of 1 is 1. So d equal to A. So we have to find the volume, that is A cube. So here it is d equal to A. So we can write A cube equal to d cube. So already the value of d is here, d equal to 2.1. So A cube will be equal to 2.1 angstrom the whole cube. So we get V equal to 9.3 angstrom cube. Thank you.